Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 56 of Cameron's Nostalgia Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strickland. Today I have with me Stew Apelzin. How are you?
I am good, thank you.
And I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
It's a tricky one. It's Apelzin.
Apelzin.
Yes.
Now, for any of you guys that don't know, Stu was one of the programmers for Living Books.
That and a lot of other fun projects that we worked on at Broderbund.
Nice. Let's start with our first question.
Okay.
How did you get interested in video gaming?
Well, it's actually kind of interesting. I've always played games of some type. And I was actually working in the medical field building medical devices. And I had a friend who was working at Broderbund who asked if I would be interested in coming over and managing the software development team there. And I was happy I did. It was a really great place to work.
So, what was your first video game gig?
Well, that was my first video game gig. I'm trying to think, what was the first thing I worked on when I got there? I think it was probably Carmen Sandiego. I think it was where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego?
I played Carmen Sandiego.
Good.
I still have it.
It's fun. There was a television show and we helped with that somewhat. And we did several different versions of Carmen Sandiego.
Nice. So, to begin with Living Books, you worked for Just Grandma and Me.
Hmm.
It was written and illustrated by Mercer Mayer.
Correct. The book was, yes.
And do you have a favorite book?
You mean that we did in Living Books?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I liked Just Grandma and Me because it was the first one. I think we did another little monster book after that one, and some Dr. Seuss books after that. But I'd say Grandma and Me just because it was the first one and it took a lot of effort and a lot of good work to get the first one done.
Nice. So, do you have a behind the scenes footage or photos of Living Books?
I I probably don't at this point have anything. I've got a shirt. I think that's about all that I have left. And of course, I have some of the CDs from Living Books.
Could you show it to me?
Oh, I don't think I have it handy. Hmm. Yeah, I don't have it at my fingertips, but I have a collection in another room of some of the things I worked on at Broderbund.
So, you worked for Broderbund.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite video game?
A favorite video game. Well, we did Prince of Persia. That one was pretty good. As far as games that I play, I actually like more of the educational games. Myst, which was a really good game at Broderbund. And we did Prince of Persia, and we did a lot of educational games, and I'm mostly proud of those, like living books.
All right. So, what was it like working on living books?
Well, for the most part, it was great. I had a really good team that worked on it. And, I think we built the first one in such a way that we could do more of them in the future. And Mark Schlichting was our creative person. He was really great to work with, all the artists, all the sound people, as well as the programmers. I think we had a really good team. I mean, anytime you're working on something that's brand new, you're going to have some good days and some days that might be a little tough, but it's extremely rewarding when you get to the point where it's all working and the QA team, our quality assurance team says, "Hey, everything looks really good." And you see it on the shelf of a store.
Nice. Do you have like a favorite character?
I like grandma and just grandma and me. I think hopefully I can be that kind of person who can answer questions and guide somebody in a good direction. And I think that's kind of what grandma does in that book.
You worked for our first teacher trouble,
Yep.
and it was written and illustrated by Mark Brown.
Yes. The book was correct.
And one of Aesop's fables was the tortoise and the hare.
We worked on that one as well. Yep.
And he works for Mist
Yes.
and Aces of the Deep.
I did. After I left Broderbund and I moved to Oregon, I worked for Sierra Online and in the Dynamics division. And yeah, we did some Robot Warrior games and we did the historical games like Aces of the Deep and different kind of game, but it was a lot of fun working with that team and getting that together as well.
And you worked on Prince of Persia.
Yep. Prince of Persia was more of an, I guess, a third person action game. That was a good game to work on. It's fun when you see these games like that one became a movie. So that was kind of fun to see that happen.
It sure was. So, I usually played living books when I was about little in my
Hmm.
old house. When I moved to my new house, I played living books.
Hmm.
And I saw your name at the end of the credits.
Yep. That's fun too. It's fun. It's fun to see your name on a product. Yep. Did you play Kid Pix when you were younger? That
I
was another
played
one that we did, a drawing game.
I played the deluxe version when I was just a kid.
Hmm. It was fun because Craig Hickman, who was the designer and who came up with the idea for Kid Pix, lives here in Eugene. And so even after I stopped working in the game industry, I would still see him and it was fun. We could reminisce and talk about developing Kid Pix.
Nice. So, are there any children's games? Like,
Children's games, other children's games?
yes.
Hmm. Well, we did a game called Treehouse that was kind of a find things learning kind of game. And we did a game called Spelunk, which was looking through caves for things. I'm trying to think what other games we did. Oh, we did Print Shop, which wasn't really a game, but it was a productivity thing that would let you make greeting cards and other little things you could print out. Those are the ones I have at the top of my head right now.
You never got to work on the Rugrats adventure game.
I did not work on the Rugrats.
Okay, Serpo there.
We worked with Maxis was a company that did Sim City. That was fun. I mean, my job was a lot of fun. I got to go to Microsoft and work on some CD-ROM and video technology, and then I got to do the same thing at Apple, working with them. So, kind of when we were working on Mist, it was kind of cutting edge that we had one of the first games that was live action, or at least there was action running off of a CD-ROM. So got to work with both companies to try to hone QuickTime and video for Windows so that that game would look good on both the Microsoft and the Apple platforms.
Nice. Do you have a credit favorite?
Credit favorite, I was never people would put my name in the credits, but I never really was all that excited about the credit part of it. I'm more excited about watching people use the products and see if they're happy about it. I mean, we had so many people that liked Mist that I mean that was very enjoyable for me. And Living Books, I think when it came out, when people would see it, they would get really excited about the fact that you could interact with this story in multiple languages. That was a really nice feature of it.
And you're wearing a Nike shirt.
I am wearing a Nike shirt today. Yep. If you're in Eugene, Oregon, you got to wear Nike shirts. This is this is where it all started for them.
Well, some of the other YouTubers played living books and they recorded it and uploaded it on YouTube.
I've seen some of that. That's it was fun for me to see it, very nostalgic.
I'm a very nostalgic person.
I saw, was it, I think it was on the Mac. Somebody actually uploaded a playable version of Living Books where you could just play it on your computer. I can't remember if it was on a Windows laptop or Windows or if it was on Mac OS, but I tried that. I thought that was kind of neat. That way, some people who weren't around when it first came out would get a chance to take a look at it.
Nice. So you worked with David Lucas.
I did. Dave Lucas was on our team. We had quite a few people that were on our team that everybody did something a little bit different, but pulled it all together at the end and built a product I'm proud of.
Nice. Do you read books as a kid?
I definitely read a lot of books as a kid. I still read books. Good way to expand your brain.
And what are your names of the books?
Oh, well, these days I read mostly mystery books. So I like all the Bosch books and I like the Reacher books. And let's see, who else do I like? Jonathan Kellerman as an author. There there are a lot of good books. I read pretty quickly, so I go through a lot of books.
So when you're a baby, you actually play with toys.
I did. I played with I was a troublemaker when I was young. Like my parents had a cuckoo clock and I wondered how it worked. So I woke up like really early in the morning one morning and pulled the cuckoo clock down and took it all apart. I had all the parts sitting on our dining room table, and my parents woke up and they said, "What did you do?" Didn't know how to put it back together again. So that was, I think, when they decided it was time to get me a lot of other toys to go play with. So I had Lincoln Logs and I had blocks and I had Hot Wheel car toys, all kinds of toys that were kind of toys that you could touch and really have fun playing with. And I was lucky. I mean, I grew up in a time in the 60s where you could go outside and play a lot and didn't have to worry about things. So that was kind of a good thing as well.
If there's anything nostalgic, where do people contact you and where they can find you?
Ooh, well, uh, I guess I gave you my email address. They can always send me an email. I'm also on LinkedIn, so if they wanted to contact me there, they could.
I'm gonna have to contact you.
Sure. You can send me a message on LinkedIn.
I just hit the contact button.
Ah, okay. The contact button on.
LinkedIn.
Oh, great. Okay. Later I'll go to LinkedIn and I'll respond.
All right. Let me go over to Facebook.
Uh-oh. You'll probably find me there as well.
You did it. You met a mascot duck.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
You were taking a picture with a woman and the duck mascot.
Yes. Well, we're in Eugene where the football team is, and my wife is a big fan of the duck. So she was very happy that we got to take a picture of her and the duck.
And what is this picture of?
Oh, there's a good one. So that wasn't during the Living Books time. So let's see. So that's my daughter. And I've got my Living Books shirt on, and I've got my Mac sitting behind me that I did my programming and management things on. And I think the other computer behind me is an Amiga. I don't know if you remember or know about Amiga computers, but they came out around the same time as the Mac. And I'm looking at that. I think I've got a medical device sitting on top of that Amiga that I at one point was programming.
Nice. If there's anything nostalgic, all I gotta do is say it's Cameron's Nostalgia Podcast, and then roll it.
I will look it up and I will watch.
All right.
Well, Cameron, it's been great talking to you today. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Stu, for your support.
You bet.
Is
I
there
wish you luck on more nostalgia in the future.
is there anything else you'd like to say?
Hmm. Let's see. I'll just say that I've been very, very lucky in my career that I've been able to work on so many different things. I did a lot of medical device things. I did a lot of computer gaming things, and now I work on home automation things. So I've been very, very fortunate.
Nice. Stay tuned for there'll be more guests coming up. Until next time. Peace.
Take care, Cameron.